So, if you're an international student and you're thinking about Australia for 2025 or 2026, you need to know about this. The University of Adelaide is going through one of the biggest transformations in its entire 150-year history. This is your strategic guide to understanding exactly what's going on.
And this really is the core question we're going to tackle. You have a top-tier university that's essentially being reborn from the ground up. Is this a golden opportunity, a chance to get in on the ground floor of a new global powerhouse? Or is it a hidden risk full of transitional chaos that you should probably stay away from? Okay, let's break it down.
So, what's actually happening? Well, at the heart of all this is a historic merger. You've got the University of Adelaide, which is this prestigious, research-heavy school, and it's combining with the super industry-focused University of South Australia. Starting in 2026, they officially become one brand new institution, Adelaide University. And this is a huge deal. It's creating one of Australia's largest universities. Okay, so we know this huge merger is happening, but what does this rebirth actually mean for you? Because it's a lot more than just a name change. This is a fundamental shift, so let's get into how it's going to affect your application, your degree, and your actual experience on the ground.
The whole idea here is to build an absolute powerhouse. The new Adelaide University is designed to take the best of both worlds. You get the elite research status of the University of Adelaide, which is part of the Group of 8. Think of that as Australia's version of the Ivy League. And you combine it with the practical, job-ready focus of UniSA. And really important, it keeps that Group of 8 membership, which is a massive deal for global prestige.
Now, if you're looking to start in 2025, you're what they're calling a special bridge cohort. And check this out, this is a huge deal. They're offering a student choice testimer. That means even after the university officially changes its name, you'll have the option to get the original 150-year-old University of Adelaide name and logo on your final degree. That's a massive plus for brand recognition. And don't worry, they're guaranteeing all your credits will transfer over seamlessly. All right, so we've seen how they're planning to handle the change. But let's zoom out a little bit and look at the bigger picture, the strategic upside. Because with all this change comes a ton of opportunity. So why might choosing Adelaide right now be a really powerful move for your career?
And make no mistake, this is not some startup university. It is launching as a global heavyweight right out of the gate. The new combined university is projected to debut at number 82 in the QS World Rankings, and it's already a top 100 school in the super respected Shanghai ranking. And if you're a business student, it's already a world leader, ranked 43rd for international trade. This is all about consolidating strength. And this is where that strength really shines. The university is a global titan in fields that are absolutely critical to the Australian economy. We're talking number 4 times in the world for petroleum engineering, number 18 for mining, number 40 for chemical engineering, not to mention world-class programs in dentistry and agriculture. If your career is in one of these areas, you are looking at a truly elite place to study. But here it is, this is the real game changer, the thing the source material calls Adelaide's killer app. For migration purposes, the entire city of Adelaide is classified as a regional area. Now, this is a government policy designed to encourage people to move away from Sydney and Melbourne, and it unlocks a set of strategic advantages that you just can't get in those bigger cities. So how does this regional thing actually work for you? Well, it's a pretty simple 3-step pathway. First, you get an extra 5 points on your skilled migration test, just for studying in Adelaide. Second, after you graduate, you do your normal 2 to 3 year post-study work visa in South Australia. And then, and this is the key part, you can apply for a second graduate visa for an extra year. That additional 12 months to get professional work experience, that can be the absolute difference maker for getting permanent residency. All right, we've covered the huge upside. But a smart decision means looking at the whole picture, right? The good and the bad. So to be really strategic about this, we have to be brutally honest about the risks. Let's pivot and talk about the 3 critical hurdles you absolutely have to plan for. Okay, the first hurdle, and it is a big one, is the housing crisis. Adelaide's rental vacancy rate is currently sitting at a jaw-droppingly low 0.8%. To put that into perspective, a healthy, balanced market is supposed to be around 3%. So this isn't just a challenge, it is a genuine crisis that could totally derail your plans if you aren't ready for it. And you know, when something's that hard to find, the price goes up, way up. Rental costs have shot up by 8.8% in just 1 year. So the idea of Adelaide being a cheap city to live in, well, those days are pretty much over. You really need to budget for this. The second hurdle is a huge change to Australia's visa rules. The maximum age to apply for the main post-study work visa has been slashed from 50 all the way down to 35. And this is a hard limit. So let's be super clear. If you are 34 years old and you start a 2-year master's degree, you will be 36 when you finish, and you will be ineligible for this visa. It's that strict. And finally, the third risk is, well, the merger itself. Look, the university has a solid plan, but the reality of smashing two gigantic organizations together means there is going to be what you might call merger friction. You should probably expect some potential for administrative hiccups, delays, or even changes to your study plan as they sort everything out.
Okay, so we've laid out the big risks, and that can feel a little daunting, but let's shift from problems to solutions. This is your application playbook, a tactical plan to help you navigate these hurdles.
Now, this is one of those critical, in-the-weeds details that can trip up so many students. It's called the visa gap. You see, the English score you need to get into the university is often lower than the score you need for the post-study work visa. The university might let you in with a 6.0 in one section, but the visa needs at least a 5.5 in every single section. The takeaway here is crucial. You have to aim for the visa requirement from day one, or you risk graduating and not even being eligible to work. Your timing here has to be flawless. For the 2026 intake, applications for the new university open in August of 2025. But look closely, that's the exact same time accommodation bookings open. Given the housing crisis we just talked about, you have to be ready to book your housing the second those portals go live. Seriously, do not wait until your visa is approved.
So, we've weighed the strategic upside against the critical hurdles. It all comes down to this. It's time for the final verdict. Is Adelaide University the right platform for you? So here's how the final calculation breaks down. The case for going to Adelaide is built on 3 things. Prestige arbitrage, basically getting a degree from a university whose reputation is about to go way up. Migration optimality, which is that sweet spot of a top-tier education with amazing regional visa parks and better lifestyle economics in the bigger cities. On the other side, the critical risks you have to manage are the merger's transition friction, the housing trap, and those strict visa age limits. And I think the source material sums this up perfectly with this one line. It is less a turnkey experience than a platform experience. What that means is the university isn't just going to hand you a perfect, seamless journey where everything is done for you. No, instead, what it provides is an incredibly powerful platform with exceptional resources, world-class research, deep industry connections, and unmatched migration pathways. But it requires you, the student, to be proactive, to be strategic, and to build your own success. So the final question isn't just about the university. It's about you. You have the strategy, you know the risks. The question is, are you the disciplined, proactive student who can build your success on this platform?